What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another Self-Aware Narcissist Live. I am Lee Hammock, the Self-Aware Narcissist, known as Mental Illness. What's going on, beautiful people? What up, what up, what up, what up? What is going on, y'all? Toronto, Canada. Couple weeks. Come on now. Oh, come on, y'all. Don't save. Boom, boom, boom. And what's going on, Anna? What's up? How you doing? Hope you're having a beautiful day, girl. How you doing? Hope y'all having a fantastic day, y'all. Seriously. Hope y'all having a seriously fantastic day. I'm not trying to, come on, thing. This damn thing won't let me blur people's faces out, so I'm gonna have to do it like this. Robin Maddox, what's going on, lady? How you doing? Nano Ama BC, what's going on? I'm having a beautiful day, y'all. Hope y'all are. I love you. I wish I was with a crazy man. I was ducking fantastic thanks to you. There you go. Power up. My man is a narcissistic. I don't know how else to convince him to get help. Any suggestions? Leave. That's your suggestion right there. Bounce. I mean, I feel like you can't help the unwilling. You know what I mean? Happy Friday. I know people don't want to hear that, but like, Lee, you're married. You're in a relationship. Your family's together. My wife left. She dipped. You know what I mean? I feel like y'all would do everything except leave, honestly. Because you feel like this person right here is the one person for you. Y'all, listen. There are billions of people on this planet. Why this one person that refuses to treat you correctly? Why this one person that refuses to level with you and things like that? Why this one person? He literally punched the wall and broke the whole wall, then said I triggered him just because. You did trigger him. Probably, you trigger him by trying to hold him accountable. You know what I mean? What can you do with that? The narc baby father passed away. In some way, I'm finally free. Yeah, you got freedom. You got freedom. You know? But that might not stop the hurtful spirit in him from haunting you. My narcissist refuses to sign our decree unless it has his verbiage. Man, fuck that. Fight. They want to exhaust you into giving up. Handsome. Well, thank you. I left, however, still had contact. Stupid on my behalf because he was using me. Now I see. Yo, yeehaw. Megan, what's going on? How you doing? What's up? Do absent narc dads miss their kids? No. The absent ones, the ones that are absent willingly, they don't miss their kids. They justify it by blaming the other parent and things like that. How do you walk away when you have a child together? You don't walk away. You walk towards a better future for your child. You keep. Imagine. Let me put this scenario in your head real quick. Imagine that your live was on my For You page. Imagine this scenario right here, y'all, where you stay in this toxic ass situation for years. Like, this person is toxic and you keep your child in this toxic ass relationship. You have the ability to leave. You have your own income. You can do it. You just don't want to break the family up. You want to give this 2-parent household. So you keep your child in this toxic ass relationship just like you. You're not the only victim here. Your child is a victim. Imagine your child grows up and the first thing they do when they grow up is cut you the fuck off. Imagine your kid grows up and the first thing they do is cut you off. Not that they cut the other parent off as well, but they also cut you off because you could have saved them. Imagine that. Put that in your head. Put that in your heart, because that shit happens all the time. They'll cut you off too. The other parent could have saved me, but they wanted to be in love, and they kept me in this abusive household. They're gonna cut you off too. And you deserve it. Let's be real. You deserve it. They felt abused. They told you. They conveyed it to you, and you stayed in there. You deserve to get cut off. Don't be mad when you don't be upset with them when you grow up and they grow up and cut you off too. Because they have to cut all toxic ties. If you are still tied to that toxic person, then you are also a toxic tie. So they have to cut you off to heal. So don't be mad when they cut both of y'all off. You're like, I didn't do anything. Yeah, you did. You can blame the narcissist all you want to, but why y'all hate us? I don't hate anybody. You're from Canada? No, I'm not from Canada. We're doing a live in-person meetup in Toronto, Canada, in on November the 19th. I've been watching you since 2020 when I decided to leave. Wow, there you go, 2020. You've been here for a minute then. I love him. I love him, but after 7 years of narcissism, I just can't do it anymore. Yeah, you can love people from a distance, y'all. You don't have to hate the person to move on. You can love them from a distance. You know what I mean? You can love them. You can love somebody from across the street. You can love them and restrict access to you. You can love them and restrict access to yourself. I love you, but be over there. Does does jail time or therapy make a narcissist worse? So I'm gonna go and say jail time. If you put them in jail, if they feel like you put them in jail, they're gonna come out with a vengeance on your ass. I promise you that. How do I help him see that he's a narcissist? You don't help him see anything. You dip. I feel like y'all want to save so many people. You let me rephrase this real quick. How do I help him see that he's a narcissist? Sacrifice your life. Sacrifice yourself. Sacrifice yourself. Don't no. Don't leave. Sacrifice yourself. You want them to see. You want to help them. Sacrifice. Be willing to give up your hopes, your dreams, your sanity, your physical health, your mental health, because you love somebody. You love somebody more than you love yourself. Be willing to give all of that up for helping somebody. I turn. You help me, thank you. Yeah. I be feeling like y'all. I'm not nice, y'all. I be keeping it real. I be keeping it hot, and people don't like me because I keep it hot. Y'all see my little 60-second videos? You see my 60-second videos, and you think I'm just a super nice guy, but I am not. What's up? How you doing?
Hi.
What's going on?
Oh my god, nothing much. I freaking love your content. Like, I'm a
Yeah,
huge
what's up?
fan of your content.
What's going on?
Nothing much. How about you? How's everything? How's a
Um,
narcissist life?
it's narcissistic.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. I actually have a question for you.
Hit me.
Okay. So, let me say, okay, so this is a story of my friend. It could be about me. You'll never know. Anyway, say that, like,
Asking for a friend. Cool.
asking for a friend. So, say that you travel around the country to see this person and you actually got over them, but they kept begging you and then they hit you with "I want to marry you" card.
Hmm.
Okay, you travel around the world to see them and then they hit you with the coldest reaction and they tell you around the world that, oh, I don't like love you anymore. And what did they do? I'm trying to remember. Well, I'm trying to remember for her anyway. And what was it? I'm trying to remember. I honestly forget. I have like short memory loss. I don't love you anymore, and then, oh, like, you smell like cigarettes, and that's the reason. Like, and you're, yeah, and then they just stop talking to you forever. Like, well, not forever. That they have another person, but like, I'm just confused. Like, is that normal?
I mean, this seems like a normal way to justify your horrible behaviors, because cigarette smell, secondhand smoke kills. You know what I mean? So they can blame it on that type of stuff right there. But like, is it normal? Yeah, possibly. If they have somebody else lined up, then yeah, they will come up with any type of excuse to get rid of you to make you feel like it's your fault and things like that. You know what
But
I mean?
don't they always have someone lined up as a narcissist? Like,
I mean,
frankly speaking.
most narcissistic people would try to have somebody line up before they discard you or get rid of you, or before you get rid of them, but not always. It's not a guarantee, because there's some unattractive, broke, bummy ass narcissistic people out here. So unless it's
What if
set
they
up.
look good? They actually look
I mean,
good.
if they are attractive and have some substance, then probably, yeah. you know. So perhaps I would say perhaps. You know what I mean? It just kind of depends on the situation and things like that. You know. So
Okay,
everybody's situation gonna be different, but that's how it goes.
that makes sense. But because a lot, like, okay, but do you think after that incident, do you think that ever come back? Because I feel like I wouldn't have, like, you
Would
know,
they
when
let?
you,
Why would you let them come back? Yeah, they would come back if
no,
you
you
allowed it.
wouldn't. I
Yeah,
wouldn't. But I'm
yeah.
saying in general, like, I wouldn't have, like, if I do that to someone, I don't think I'd ever have,
But
uh,
but so in situations I've talked to so many people. Sometimes they leave you for somebody else, and then they try to come back, and you let them come back into your life, and then
okay.
they come back in. They come back in like a wrecking ball, and they ruin your life, and then they leave again, and then they try to come back again. Well, I always say, what you allow is what will continue. You know
No,
what
I
you.
think it gets even worse. It's not even that it
Yeah,
gets like, no,
it
it's like
always
it
gets
gets
worse.
worse in time.
Yeah, it always gets worse because they feel like they've gotten away with so much before. You let them leave you for somebody else that you know about, and you let them come back. Oh, all bets are off in that situation. They're gonna have a field day with you then. You know.
Exactly. And it's funny because they always come back stronger. You know what I mean? Like they come back with like a new like proposal, and then it's funny because then they try to flip it like on you. And
Yeah.
I'm very aware. Do you know what's funny? You're very aware of a narcissist, but when you're in a situation, and I feel like I want people to know that, is
Yeah.
that you could justify, like, you could really tell if a narcissist is a narcissist. I feel like it's very easy. But
Yeah.
once you like fall for them, just so hard. Your emotions take so like so over
Yeah.
you that you're trying to justify that. Oh, are they really a narcissist? Because sometimes they do things that you're like, wait, but wait, they feel what I feel, so obviously they're not a narcissist.
Yeah. They feel what I feel. So obviously, yeah. So your emotions will be weaponized against you. If you're dealing with narcissistic people, your emotions will be weaponized against you. That's just how it goes. They'll take those emotions that you feel for them, even though you know who I am, and they'll use it against you. So I just feel like, sometimes you have to try your hardest to emotionally disconnect from them, or you in for a wild ride is probably gonna ruin your life. You'll have a bad existence. You know what I mean?
And Lee, like, is a narcissist capable of love? Or because I hear that a lot, like a lot of people ask me that, and I believe that they love what they could take from you. You know
So,
what I mean?
so
They love
this
you, and
so
yeah.
this is my perspective on that right there. I always answer that question with another question, like how are they treating you? People are like, can narcissists love you? I always ask, how are they treating you? You know what I mean? But this is my perspective as well. I think narcissistic people love you to the capacity that they can love, which is probably not going to be enough for you, which is probably going to be more physical than emotional, which is probably going to be showering, giving you gifts and things like that, as opposed to giving you a deep emotional connection. They're just like, I do love you. I'm with you, aren't I? That should show you that I love you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't be with you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't have gotten you those flowers or that watch. I wouldn't have gotten you pregnant if I didn't love you. So yeah, they show love in a different way.
So it just goes under what I say. Like they love what you could also like offer them. I feel like
Yeah.
if you
If you
give
don't
them a
serve a purpose,
status,
yeah, if you don't
and I
serve a
feel like
purpose, then they kind of, you have to serve a purpose in their life. You know what
and
I
I
mean?
feel like they always go for people that are higher than them, and then they try to like literally like I don't know if I'm not saying you're like that, but I'm saying generally speaking of what I've realized, a lot of them go to really high women, and then they try to dim them to be like,
I mean,
you know what I mean, like to
if
make them feel like a
yeah,
loser.
if they can get a really high woman or a high man, then yeah, they'll go for that and try to bring them down to their level. Yeah, they'll do that.
Well,
Um,
some nurses are very attractive. I feel like they
yeah,
do care about their looks.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Most try to work. Most try to have a presentable appearance because that's how they get you. Yeah.
exactly, like I have to, and they literally like it's so funny because I even see narcissists like they'll put quotes like people just take from you, and I'm like, are you delusional? Like that's you. They
Yes, they
project so
Yes,
much.
they are. Yeah, yes, they are delusional. So yes,
Yeah.
they are. Yes, a lot of
Do you, so do you think they're ever able to regret?
they regret, but then they blame you. It's like the regret is like this ball right here. It hits them, and then they take it and they throw it back at you. This is my regret ball. Like, damn, I regret treating her so badly. But she did this. She did that. She shouldn't have done this or said that, and they throw the ball back at you. So it ends up being your fault. You know.
Right. And I feel like they always take revenge.
I seek vengeance. Vengeance shall be mine. And,
But
I
I
see.
feel like nobody does them wrong. Like they do
Yeah.
themselves wrong and then they
So,
get revenge.
you see, you said nobody does them wrong. I feel like everybody does me wrong. If you slight me, if you deny me, if you disagree with me, that's doing me wrong. You know what I mean? So you don't see it that way, but I do. I was just like, oh, you disagree with me? You did me wrong, so I will get vengeance on you later on. So sooner or later, I'm going to get vengeance on you. Sooner or later, you know what I mean? So vengeance, vengeance, they'll come for you. They will, you know.
So so you guys are petty.
Petty, I guess that's the word of the day is petty. Petty
You
works
don't
better.
think it's petty? You
No,
don't think it's
it
petty?
is petty. I mean, petty is vengeance, but petty seems like you're doing little minute things to petty makes it seem to me. Petty means like little small things to inconvenience the other person.
Oh, so what kind
Vengeance.
of vengeance? Yeah, you guys, what kind of vengeance do you guys take? Like,
It just depends on the person. It just depends. Seriously, honestly,
if somebody leaves you, are you prone more to come back, or if you leave them?
if somebody leaves me,
Okay, so if you leave someone or they leave you, what makes you like? What's more of a chance of you going back to someone you left or someone that left you?
somebody that left me. Anyway, if somebody left me, then why did you leave me? It leaves so many questions in my head that I'm going to try to get that person back, especially if they left me and I wasn't prepared for it. You know what I mean? If they let, sometimes a narcissist will treat you badly and they want you to leave, and
Exactly.
they want to make you be the one to leave them. So that happens. That happens quite a bit, quite a few times. But if you leave me, but I'm not ready for it, then yeah, I'll try to get you back. But if I'm done with you, then typically I'm done with you. I might
But
circle back.
isn't there a lot of times where you leave someone and then it's like but you come back?
Yeah, what you allow is what will continue. You know what I mean? If that person will let you back into their life, then yeah, they'll come
Hmm.
back. Yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So and they feel like you deserve it, right? I feel like every time you come back, هلا حطيتهم, please put them, keep them. Okay.
اوكي. هديك اليوم فاتح ورمتي على الحشيش.
I know. I know.
ما تحطوش بالفريزر.
هلا حطيته ليش شلته؟
يا خالي بتنسيه بفقع.
Okay.
You gotta go.
No, I don't. This was like a normal Arabic conversation.
I'm just messing with you.
It's okay. But yeah, what's it called? Okay, so more about narcissists. Let me ask my followers. You guys have any questions about narcissists? Lee is
A self-aware narcissist. I'm diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder.
it's really nice to like see like it still bothers me the fact like you can't change. The thing is, sometimes I think, what if I am a narcissist? You know what I mean?
You see that bothers you. It doesn't bother me. I'm good, and it doesn't bother most narcissists because you have to deal with them. Like I'm good.
Yeah,
You
but that's what
have
I
to
mean.
deal
It
with
bothers
me.
me that you can't
Yeah,
change because like you're
yeah,
just it's hard for people around you.
yeah. Like I'm good with me. If you want to be with me, you have to deal with me. So it's just like you have to. That's the
So
situation.
so
you
can a
know.
narcissist change if they want to?
No, I mean, to me personally, I don't even think I've changed. I just think I've altered my behaviors enough to have a somewhat normal existence. You know what I mean? If you want a normal, healthy relationship with a narcissist, that's one of the main questions I get. Can a narcissist ever have a healthy relationship? I don't think healthy exists with narcissists. I just don't believe that. What is your definition of healthy? It doesn't. I don't think that exists with a narcissist. I just don't think it exists. Even with a self-aware narcissist, I don't think it's going to be always be completely healthy. Awareness helps, but it doesn't. You're not going to have you're not gonna have the picnic on the beach and y'all just in love and what I mean, y'all just
I feel
fat.
like that only comes in the thing with a narcissist is they give you so much and I feel like this is how you can predict a narcissist. When somebody overflows you with love without even knowing you,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I feel like that's a very big indication. Like somebody that doesn't know you and the way they love you is like, how could someone love me like that? You don't even know me.
that's why they call it love bombing. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
I
that's why
know,
they
like,
call it
but
bombing.
I feel like that's like one indication. Even though some people do love bomb you without being a narcissist, isn't that true?
Yeah, somebody said that's all I needed. That's all I needed to hear. I don't want him to have a healthy relationship.
Oh yeah. Yo, I pick out two and I'm
Hey, that's hilarious. That's all I needed to hear. Thanks for the live. They just logged off.
I know, right? Thank you. That's all I needed to. No, the thing is, they don't have healthy relationships. They don't, and I feel like every relationship for them is going to fall because they are the problem, and they can't self-reflect. No offense, Lee. Like I feel like it's hard for them to self-reflect. You, on the other hand, you are, and I'm proud of you for it. Like at least
Yeah.
you seek help. You're getting help for
But
it. It's rare.
but even me, it's hard to kind of go back in the past and think about old stuff. You know, I don't even like to do that because it's this there was a
Does it
different
hurt
me.
you?
Yeah, it gets on my nerves. You know what I mean? Because it feels like I was not in control of myself and what I had going on. So yeah, I don't like doing it, going back in the past and dealing with old stuff, which requires a different level of vulnerability and openness and honesty, which is why most narcissistic people don't want to do it because it's tough as hell. You know, it's tough
Okay.
to go back that far.
So how would I know that I'm not a narcissist? Because sometimes I do have that question.
How do you know you're not a narcissist? Do you like I don't know, just like I just
Because you
always
know that when you once you're with a narcissist for so long, I feel like you do get
yeah you
narcissistic behaviors.
yeah they call that narcissistic fleas. That you pick up traits from narcissists and you start to behave like them a little bit. You know what I mean? That's why I say you need a narcissistic flea bath. You have to just decompress and get away from them. Are you the same way in every relationship you ever been in? Not just
No.
intimate relationships with your parents, with your siblings, with your friends, with your family. You know what I mean? So that type of stuff right there, I just feel like you have to ask yourself that question: am I just like this in this intimate relationship, or am I just like this in with my siblings and things like that? You know what I mean? So it's just like things like that. So I just feel like you got to ask yourself those personal questions: like, am I like this
Sorry,
always?
sorry. Hello.
You still hear
Sorry,
me? Somebody called you.
I got a call, so I kind of missed
Somebody
that.
called you. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so wait, what was I saying? What were you saying? Apologize.
I was
That
saying,
yeah,
I was saying, have you been the same way in every single relationship dynamic, not just intimate relationship? I'm talking about with your siblings, with your friends, with your family members, with your coworkers, anything like that. It's a distinctive pattern of behaviors. You know, it's not just
so
one
that's
time
the
thing.
only. Is that the only way you could indicate? Like, yeah, I ask myself that question. It's a no, but I feel like there's other things to it. Like, for example, like I don't know. I think there's like other things to it. Would you give? Is there other questions I could ask myself other than that?
It's
Because
just
I could answer that by saying I haven't been in an intimate relationship to that extent,
no.
anyway.
That's what I just say. It's not about just intimate relationships. It's about a narcissist is not just a narcissist with a boyfriend or girlfriend or their husband or wife. They're a narcissist with their children. They're a narcissist with their parents. They're a narcissist with their friends. They're a narcissist with their coworkers. They're a narcissist in every single aspect of their lives. It's just not intimate relationship. It bleeds over into everything. You know, so you have to. It's a pattern of behaviors in every single relationship dynamic. It's not just I treat my wife badly. No, you treat your kids badly. You treat your husband badly. You treat your coworkers badly. You manipulate everybody. You lie. It's a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? I
And
always
the
tell people
thing is,
go to
they
therapy.
think that they're not liars. That's one thing that I get. Like they think that they're so
No,
honest.
no, no, no. They
No,
know that they know that they're lying to you. The truth is not the goal. They know it's a damn lie. Like this shirt is blue, but I know it's gray. If I don't care that it's gray. I just want you to convince you that it's blue, or to convince you to agree to disagree. The truth is not the goal for narcissistic people. It's not. It's just not the goal. The goal is to confuse you and manipulate you to the point where you are questioning your reality and questioning like, well, it does look kind of grayish blue. I can agree with that. You know, so if it just fucks with your mind. You know, they know that they're lying to you. They know the difference between right and wrong. They know that they are lying to you. You think you ain't? It's not to convince you. 336 up in here. What's going on? Reedsville in the house.
so this is my question. This is my other question. Okay, so people
Yes,
are asking, can a narcissist love two people at on the same time?
they think they can. Yes,
I think
narcissistic people. Yeah, narcissistic people are very, very good at compartmentalization. Like I can have you, I can love you in this box of my brain, and I can love this other girl in this box of my brain. And y'all, I feel the same way about both of y'all. And I can convince myself that both of y'all, I love both of y'all the same way. You know? But is it real love? It's the narcissist definition of love. You know what I mean? A narc doesn't love anyone but themselves. I mean, if that helps you heal, you believe that. You know what I mean?
True. I feel like a narcissist, yeah, he's not able to love anyway. Like that's just I feel like their love is, as you said before, it's just as much as like their capacity of loving.
To their
But
capacity
is
to
it
love, yes.
true? So as I'm studying this, like, is it true that, like, what I understood, that narcissistic people also don't feel happiness like other people? Okay, yes, they don't feel sadness like we do, but they don't feel as happy as we do. They're
So I
very
feel
like,
so I feel sadness just like you do. I feel happiness just like you do. I feel like what escapes narcissists is joy, is contentment, is being happy for a long period of time. You know what I mean? It's just like happiness comes and goes. It's just like this is happiness. It's like it just goes away.
that's why they're always looking for the
Yeah,
next like thing.
I can feel that happiness, but it just keeps moving. I'm chasing behind it and stuff like that. Your happiness can sit right here and you can be happy with it. You mean I'm chasing it. I'm always trying to find different things to make me happy.
That's
You know?
why they're always changing relationships,
Yeah.
changing friendships. I feel like a narcissist never has the same group of friends for a long time. He might go and come back to them, but it's never like they're there the whole time.
Yeah. Man, my friend groups have changed so much over the last 5-10 years. Yeah, I mean it's true. You know, different friends for different
And
sections.
they're always a victim. Like, no offense to you, but I feel like, not you in particular,
You
but
keep
like,
saying no. You keep saying no offense to me. I don't take offense to what you say about narcissists. I just it doesn't hurt my feelings when I talk about narcissists. Like you get some other stuff for narcissists on here. It hurts their feelings when you make blanket statements about narcissists. I don't care. You know, what I mean? It's just, 'cause I know you're not talking about me. I know I'm working on myself, but some people just try to be narcissist
because
apologists.
I feel like narcissists just want to defend themselves. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
they want to defend
like,
themselves to make it. You get a lot of narcissistic people that make excuses for their behaviors as opposed to giving
well,
reasons behind it.
they can't self-reflect. I feel like that's why, because if they do, then
You,
if you self-reflect, I feel like you could, maybe, but not all of them. If you could self-reflect, wouldn't that give you a reason to change? If you could actually be like, I'm wrong in this case scenario, and I shouldn't have done that. Do you think
or,
narcissists think like that?
or I'm wrong in this case scenario with you, so I need to find somebody else to replace you with. So
Oh,
I'll be right.
so that's a
I'll be
self-reflection.
yeah. I'll be right with somebody else. I'm just wrong with you. No,
But is that actually self-reflecting?
no, it is, but
That's
it
what I
is, but it's just
mean.
you don't want to sit in. You don't want to deal with it. You know what I mean? So it's just like beep, you keep it moving. Yeah, I'm wrong with you, but with her, I'm right. So so that's the way it deals with.
People are saying that's just a player. I don't believe that's just a player, because a
No,
player
this
could
is
actually fall in love. I feel like a player could fall in love and realize, okay, that this girl is good for me.
But those things don't have to be mutually exclusive. You can be a player and a narcissist. I just feel like you can be a narcissist.
It could be both.
It's just you can be both. You can be a player and also be a narcissist. It doesn't have to be one or the other. You can be both. You know, so that's just a player. Cool, go fuck with him then. That's just a player. Go deal with him. You know, good luck. You know,
I agree. I feel like it's just like right now and I feel like also people use the word narcissist so much that everybody now is a narcissist, and I feel like that's not true either. Like, it's
no,
like everyone's a narcissist.
everybody's
So, like,
not a narcissist, but
exactly.
I am. So
No,
I
you
just tell
are.
people. Yeah. So
But
but I
I
just
mean,
tell people you're not trying when people say the word narcissist, they're not trying to diagnose people. They're just describing a set of behaviors that they've experienced. So not everybody is a clinical narcissist, but people are narcissistic. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've seen him on the ID channel. Yeah. So my
but I feel
episode
like, sorry.
so my episode of this TV show I was on TV today, y'all. So yeah, y'all see me on Murder Decoded. That was me, y'all. So yeah, that was me on TV today. If y'all seen that, every time that episode comes on TV, I get a bunch of messages and comments about it. So that was me, y'all. So if y'all saw that, sorry, but yeah.
No, but yeah, like, what's it called? I feel like in general, a lot of us have narcissistic traits. Like even me, I feel like I have traits.
Everybody
And I
does.
feel like exactly. And I feel like the minute people like kind of get one trait, oh, you're a narcissist. I feel like the biggest indication of a narcissist is the amount of discarding he does and the amount of like unable to be like I feel like when somebody comes and talks to me as a counselor too and says that like when a person says that in a relationship one person is wrong and they're right in everything, I feel like that's not possible. And
No.
that could indicate also narcissistic behavior because like I feel like a narcissist can never say that he was wrong. If you ever talk to a narcissist, girl or man, and you ask them like, oh, did you do anything wrong? They'll always be like, no. And it's not possible for you to be always right in a relationship. I don't care. When a relationship is between two people have mistakes. There is something along the line you did wrong.
Yeah. There's always something along. I mean, it just depends on the relationship dynamic. Everybody's relationship is going to be different and things like that. Somebody says, why did they come back and act like nothing happened? Because you allowed them to come back into your life. I'm just telling you, what you allow will continue. Why did they come back into my life and we just end up like nothing happened? Like, you
Why
know
did
something
you
happened.
let them?
Why you let them come back into your life? So I understand the trauma bond exists and Stockholm syndrome and all the other stuff, but why did you let them come back into your life? Cut them out.
The
Like,
thing with but you know, trauma bond, like it's like an addiction, right? It's like a heroin addiction, not only like a normal addiction. It's literally the withdrawals are real. So like when they come back, it's like you get a hit and you feel powerful again. Do you get what I mean? It's weird. And
somebody said, I don't blame these two. They are hustling, but these women watching are wanting to be victims. Why do y'all say weird shit like that? I'm not hustling anybody. I'm just telling y'all my truth. I'll be saying weird shit to try to make it seem like everybody wants to be a fucking victim. Hey guys, today I'm going to be a
some
victim.
people are a victim.
Some
That's the
people
thing.
are actually victims. Nobody wants to be like. Let me sign. Like, give me my victim's contract. Let me sign my shit to be a victim. Nobody thinks like that. Shut the fuck up. I mean, like, people want to be victims. Like, shut the fuck up. That's weird shit. Like, y'all stop being victim blaming and shit like that. That's why people don't come forward and say shit because motherfuckers like you come out here and just like, y'all just want to be victims. Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to be a goddamn victim. Fucking weirdo. Like,
I agree so much with that case. Like I feel like a lot of people actually blame the victims, that they make the victims not even speak up, not be able to do anything because the minute they speak, they're like, oh, so why didn't you just leave? It's not as simple as that. Some people don't have money. Some people have kids. Some people are actual victims and they need to take specific steps to be able to leave. You can't just be like, leave. Life doesn't work like that.
oh no, but you can sign up to be a victim though. You can't just leave. You can be a victim. Blah blah blah. People
Yeah,
say,
I love being a victim. Oh my god, look at me, I'm a
you know what?
victim. It's like as if they get money for it or something. You know, like nobody's getting anything from being a victim.
Like literally nobody, except Lisa Ann Barrazo being fucking weirdo. You know, being a fucking weirdo in this shit.
People like that. You know what's funny? People like that are the most people that victimize themselves.
No, she's probably a superwoman that has never had to face any kind of adversity in her life. Just being a weirdo, you know. I just muted her, y'all, because I'm gonna end up cussing her out and saying some mean shit that's gonna get me caught up. So I'll stop.
No, honestly, don't mute her. I enjoy these conversations.
No, so you enjoy that conversation. I'm going to say some mean shit to her and hurt her feelings. Somebody else is going to get disrespected by what I say. So I'll just keep that. I have to mute that one.
Okay.
I know my limit, so I need to mute that because if I don't mute it, I'll say some mean shit to her. And people are like, Lee, you're so mean. I'm like, no, I ain't got time for it. You know what I mean? I will say some mean stuff to her.
But at least you're actually being real here. Like, she's the one that's being mean. Just because she said it in a nicer way doesn't mean she's not being mean. I could come and be like, you're really ugly today. It doesn't change. Just because I said it like that doesn't change the fact that you called someone ugly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just being real. And I feel like I'd rather someone being real and swearing than somebody just like, you're really ugly today. You're disgusting. You need help.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be mean, but you're like really ugly.
Okay, like or wait, or they hit you with this, like, don't like, no offense, and I hope like you don't take anything bad to it, but you're disgusting.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but Yeah.
Exactly. And I feel like the minute you say but, it erases everything. Like, it's done. The minute there's a but, it erases everything before it, and everything after it is the only thing that stays.
Yeah. So when I'm talking to somebody, I hear the word but, I automatically eliminate everything else they say. I'm just like, but, okay, here we go.
Exactly. Like, even psychology-wise, everybody does that, by the way. Human nature. When you say blah, 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 but, the minute you say but, it eliminates everything else.
Yeah.
It's done. But means, okay, that doesn't mean shit, but this is what it actually, this is the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is the mindset though. I'm sorry. I apologize to the chat, y'all. I get, like I said, because I do have narcissistic personality disorder, but I've talked to so many people that, fight for their lives to get out of these types of relationships, that when people come in here and say, like, they just want to be a victim, like, so they wanted to get punched in their fucking face, that'd be just weird shit, y'all. Just like,
Exactly. And with me
know.
being like a counselor, and I deal a lot with a lot of people that have trauma bonds, no, none of them want to be. A lot of them are begging to leave. They want to leave, but literally there's always something stopping them. And I'm not saying that, like, it's not as easy as getting up and leaving.
Yeah. It very rarely is. Like, you know what? I'm gonna come. Yeah. Amanda, we know you don't love. See, Amanda, you exactly what I was talking about. When people say shit like that, I always think about you, and I get mad. So, that's my homie right there. So, but that's the way the world goes, though, y'all. So, I just see people like that asking questions like that. Just, I don't want to get triggered, y'all, but just like I get angry. So, exactly, that's fine. Yeah. So
No,
there you go.
honestly, like, you get angry because at least, like, you have enough morals to actually care about other people that are trying to leave. And I respect that. You know what I mean? I get angry when people talk like that too, because, like, how dare you blame somebody that is actually a victim. I'm not saying it's good to have a victim mentality. I'm against having a victim mentality. Okay? Being a victim is one thing, and then having a victim mentality is one thing. Because if you have a victim mentality, it means that person forever is going to ruin your life, because that means I have no control over my life. So yes, you have been a victim, but don't have the victim mentality where I can't do anything about it. No, now it's your turn to do something about it.
That's my goal. I like empowering people to take action, whether you are a survivor, victim, or whatever, or you are actually a narcissistic person. I want people to empower people to take action to change their lives for the better, just overall. You know what I mean? So that's always been my goal right there. That's why.
And I feel like 100% Lee, you're doing that. Seriously, like, I even watch your videos. I'm so intrigued by them. They've helped me a lot. They've taught me a lot, and it's beautiful to see someone like that actually is a narcissist. Because it's nice to, when, like, someone's going through a divorce or something, it's nice to talk to someone that's going through the same situation. You're in it. You know what I mean? You know what a narcissist thinks, so people would love to listen to your point of view.
Yeah.
Because we think differently.
Yeah, and that's the goal. That's why I was doing. When you said, "I think this," I was like, you think that way. I don't feel that way." You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I'll never know at the end of the day, and, like, it's hard for us to figure out a narcissist. You know what I mean?
And that's why I tell people right there. So that statement you just made is hard for people to understand narcissists. I like, the more you try to understand the person you're with, sometimes the more you empathize with them and the more you stay in that relationship. It's like, I just feel sorry for you because I know you've experienced this trauma, and I just want to stay with you and help try to heal you.
Oh, let me tell you something. While you try to heal a narcissist, he will be ruining the F out of you. Trust me, there is no healing a narcissist, especially, like, I'm telling you right now, you will be trying to heal them while they're effing you up. Tell me that's not true. You'll be you'll be on a 100 level, you'll go to 0 while he's still right here.
You'll lose yourself trying to heal a toxic person. You just will.
Won't.
I have a perfect skit coming up for that right there. I have a skit idea I'm gonna do here. It's gonna be so fire. Like, so this is not being narcissistic, y'all. The skit is gonna be fire.
It is gonna be fire. If you're doing it, I'm sure it's gonna be fire.
You can ruin my life. Oh shit! I got toxic people in the comments.
You can ruin my life. He's married, y'all. He's married. Happily married. Happily married.
Maybe it's just loose. I tried, definitely true. Yeah, you will lose yourself trying to heal somebody else, y'all. You can't fix that person. I know a lot of people. One of the questions I get so many times, like, how can I help this person? How can I get them to therapy? You know what I mean? But you can't do that. Like
Exactly.
they have to want to do that themselves. But your wife did it for you. Like, my wife packed her shit up and should have been left. So that's what she did.
His wife didn't do anything. Nobody did.
Yeah.
Even a normal individual, I always tell people this. It's like a lot of people come to me and they'll be like, "Oh, like he's doing this and that." I was like, "So do you want to say or leave?" "Oh, if he changes, then I'll say." I'm like, "One second. You're the one here in therapy. You're the one getting counseling. He is not here. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean if he changes? Did he promise you he's gonna change? No. Did he say that there's something wrong with his actions? No. Are you delusional?
But
You know
but sometimes they will actually promise that they are going to change. But the words, and I tell people, the words and the actions don't match up. It's just like the words and the actions have to be in a parallel. They have to go like this. It can't be words and actions way back here. They have to be moving together. I'm going to work on myself. I'm in therapy for the rest of my life. They have to be moving, in a parallel motion. They can't just be like, I'm going to change and work on myself. And the actions are way back here dangling along.
I always say when words and actions don't align, number one, it's manipulation. Number two, look at the actions.
Yes.
And a lot of them, by the way, don't say that they're gonna change. A lot of people that come to me, they're like, "Oh, if he changes, I'll say." Based on what though? Who told you he's gonna change? Some people dilute themselves, by the way. Like they actually do. Like you're the one in therapy, not him or her.
Yep.
So who's changing?
Yep. And like I said, when you say that right there, I'm just add on to that point. I ask people, what other proof in your relationship have they shown you that they have any kind of ability to be consistent with anything? What other proof of consistency have you saw in this relationship? What other have to be other than them being consistently bad? what good consistency have they changed? You know what I mean? That's what I tell people. Just like you have to have a basis for that type of stuff right there, y'all. You just have to.
Another thing that I've realized a lot about a narcissist is that, so a lot of people come to me and they talk to me about this and they tell me, they're like, Afnan, he said like, if I change this and he'll be with me. I changed this and now he has another problem. I'm like, he will always have a problem with you because you're simply you. Yes. He will always, if he tells you, I don't like your hair and you change it, later on, a week down the line, I don't like your nose. There's always something they don't like.
Yep.
Literally, I had one client, he left her because her room wasn't clean.
But like I said, I tell this to people, you will never be enough for a narcissistic person. And that's not a slight towards you. That's just showing you that you won't be enough for it. You can change. Sorry, y'all. You can change everything that you want to change about yourself, but it won't be enough for them because they're always moving the goalposts and things like this. Co-parent advice. Look up parallel parenting. I feel like that's the best thing you can do when you're dealing with a narcissistic person, y'all. Yeah. So that's that right there.
That's what I always tell everyone. I'm like, a narcissist, nobody will ever be enough for him or her. They're not enough for themselves. You know what I mean? They really always look for the next high. It's hard for them to be content in one. Like, I feel like in the beginning of the relationship, they look so in love, they look happy. Months down the line, not even years, months, you will start seeing how bored they get.
Yes.
And they love the toxicity. They love it. They love, they'll call you toxic and crazy and that you're the one that's creating the problems, but they can't live without that. They can't be consistent and stay in a relationship for years. They will go and come back. Any narcissist I've ever witnessed, they always go and come back. It's hard for them to stay, by the way, like remotely the whole years in it. You will always hear, like, how long have you been with them? Oh, like 8 years in and out. Or 6 years in and out. You never hear like.
I hear that a lot too, right there. On
right?
and off.
It's always on and off. It's always on and off. And I'm like, and I always ask them, did you date after them? No. Did they? Well, I was like, because it was planned. It was on and off because they want to go F around and come back. You know what I mean? Like, I hear a lot of this, like, woman tell me, like, oh, he said if I was with a guy, he wouldn't go back to me. I'll be like, did he date? Well, yeah, he did because, and then he realized that I'm the love of his life. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oof.
Just call me back when he leaves you again and tries to find the other love of his life and then comes back when she tosses him in the garbage.
Yeah,
Come back to me.
That's how it go right there. That's exactly how it go right there. Yep. That's
You know?
literally exactly how it goes. Yeah. But anyway, so Afnan, I need to hop off. Afnan, I need to hop off of here because
Me too.
it's late. I get these kids. I wasn't planning on it. I saw you pop on here, want to be live. I was like, okay, let me accept that. I was just gonna chat.
I was so happy. I swear, I love your work. I've been a big fan since day one. Since you were like at 100,000.
Yeah, I've been following you for a long time. I remember you. That's why I said, oh shit, let me talk to her. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, it was nice talking to you. We could talk maybe later.
Likewise. If you see me live, hop on. I'll be on here.
100%. 100%. If you see me live too, like just.
I saw you live recently. You were on like a panel or something like y'all were talking about misogynist and all kinds of women. I was just like, I heard you talking shit. I was like, I kind of like snuck in the live because it's like 4 or 5 of y'all on there. I was like, let me see what she's saying. Yeah, and they were arguing. I was like, yeah, just don't.
Oh well, okay. Then it sounds great. Like anytime, just we're on live. We'll shoot each other.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Just be safe. Take care of yourself, y'all.
Sounds good. Take care.
All right. Appreciate the love, y'all. Seriously. All right, bye.
Bye.
How do you do this right here, y'all? Off here. I didn't plan on being live this long, but I'm gonna go live here in a little bit. I'm probably gonna go live on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, go to my Instagram page. I'm gonna go live on there. I'm about to go upstairs, and my wife probably gonna hop on a live too to answer some questions. So hop on my Instagram. The link is in the bio. It's mental illness with 3 S's. She'll probably just hop on my live too, though, y'all. So just hop on my live here in a little bit and stay safe. Take care of yourself. Mental illness is out. Peace.